Yes, in this next lesson, we now be talking about the arching of our roof. Now, before we start arching, we need to freeze this wall because it will affect us in our arching. So let's go to wall plaster. You left click. You see this thing. You left click it, and now we have our wall has been frozen. So you go back here. You now go to B. You type BO, enter, because we want to make this thing polyline. You see, pick point. You pick the internal of all the roof. You pick it. You pick it. You pick it. By the time you finish, you click enter. Now you begin to offset. You can offset maybe 100 mm. You offset everything. Offset until you are through with all the. I will just, for this lesson, I will just do only 3. You offset the remaining in your homework, your assignment that you are going to do. So this one too, for graphics sake, it has to have a thickness so as to show you that the thing has graphics. So you make sure that it has its own thickness. You now go back to your layer. You pick something like 0.4. By the time you pick 0.4, you come to line. You now draw another line on this. You trace it as if you are tracing something. You trace it. You trace it. All these ones are for graphics sake, so that your work can come out. So I expect you to continue the remaining of this of this roof. So after you have done this, what you need now is to now arch this roof. So how do you arch? Of course, you already know about arching. You go to this tool, you left click on it. Now we want to use another pattern. So let's go and check another pattern that will suit us. Let's just left click and see the patterns that they have. You can even pick this one too. It's also okay. You can pick this one, but we discover that it's not showing. So you go to the scale, you increase the scale. By the time you increase it, you click it here. Is it showing? No. You go back and increase the scale, maybe to 555. You come back and click it. You can see that it has started showing, but it is not in the angle that we want it to be. So what we need to do here is to go to this angle. You now go and check this angle. Let's pick 45 and let's see what it will give us. Can you see that it has now changed into a fall of the roof to that other side? So that's how you end the roof on that side. Once you are through with it, you press enter and you finish it. But we say that the roof line is too thick because our thickness, the layer that we show, is still active. So you click on it, you go back to this wall here to home. You now change it to 0.0. So you can see that it is now in the line width of 0.00 millimeters. So that's how you do the rest. So you follow the same process and arch the rest for your assignment. But before we leave this class, I want us to also tell us that we need to also dimension this roof plan. And before we dimension, there is a fall that we need to show. This, you can make use of this arrow. You just bring it, you copy it, and you place it inside your work. What you just need to do here is to delete this A that is inside of it. You just delete it, you highlight it, you now move it inside this your fall, showing that your roof is, the fall is going down. That's to show you the fall of that roof. Now after you are through with this, we need to dimension this roof plan. So, in the dimension of the roof plan, we will do that one in the next class. Thank you.